Do you like niche World War II history? Well, I recommend you to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Italian annexation of the Bay of Kotor. When the Axis invaded Yugoslavia in April 1941, Yugoslavia was partitioned and Montenegro came under Italian control. But the control differed. A part of Montenegro went to Italian-held Albania. The bulk of Montenegro came under Italian occupation. And a smaller part you see behind me, the Bay of Kotor, Cattaro, was directly annexed by Italy and became part of the province of Dalmatia, part of the Kingdom of Italy. That is what you will learn in this episode about the Italian annexation of the Bay of Kotor. Keep watching. Good to have you back on the channel. If you're new, I'm Stefan, I'm a Dutch history teacher and I like to cover history on location. I climbed all the way on this rock to give you this amazing view. And if you find these on location videos interesting, well, consider subscribing and also hit that notification bell. If you want to support me, you can do so via Patreon or via PayPal. The links are in the description. When the First World War came to an end, it left Italy frustrated. It was known as a mutilated victory. The Italians had won, but they had lost 600,000 soldiers in countless, senseless offenses. And their promised territorial expansion, well, the Allies didn't live up to that. Italy's territorial expansion was limited, since many areas Italy wanted were also claimed by a new state, the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, later known as the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Flash forward to 1941. When Yugoslavia was overrun by Axis forces, Italy was able to expand its territory. The biggest chunk of former Yugoslavia became the NDH, the Independent State of Croatia, which in reality was an Axis puppet state where Germany and Italy wielded great influence over. On this map you see the partition in detail. Let's discuss Italy's gains. There were basically three types of Italian territories. First, the direct annexations, such as southern Slovenia, the Ljubljana province, part of Dalmatia, and southern Montenegro, the Bay of Kotor. Second, territories under Italian administration, the majority of Montenegro. And third, under Italian influence, the southern part of the NDH. Italian rule varied in the types of occupation, and it varied through time. The Italians annexed territories around the port city of Split and the naval base of Kotor, with additions to Zadar, which was already in Italian hands. These formed three discontinuous provinces of Zara, Spalato and Cattaro, part of the Kingdom of Italy. Out of a population of 380,000, only 14,000 claimed to be Italian. Old Yugoslav institutions were replaced, names were Italianized. Lack of qualified personnel scaled down the introduction of the Italian language. The locals were relieved with Italian rule once they heard how things were going in the NDH, which was a state of terror. Italian rule was therefore fairly relaxed, and as a result of that, it became a passing area for the resistance. Montenegro, along with Albania and the annexed part of Dalmatia, was a stepping stone into the Central Balkans, and the adjacent Bay of Kotor was to serve as a base for the Italian Navy guarding the southern Adriatic. From an economic point of view, however, Montenegro was a burden from the start. As we saw in other Italian-administrated regions, initially the Italians were friendly and lenient. Soon there was dissatisfaction. There was an influx of refugees, mostly came from the NDH. Then there were economic problems. Many Yugoslav army officers came from the region and the Communist Party was relatively popular. Initially, the Italians had plans for a regent, but this sparked a large-scale revolt, known as the Montenegrin Uprising. It really caught the Italians by surprise. On the night of July 8th, the resistance blew up an ammo depot in Kotor. The uprising soon spread inland. Via the Bay of Kotor, the Italians were able to bring in reinforcements and send patrols to other attack posts such as Cetinje. One report. Around 5 o'clock on July 15th, a large Italian column left Kotor for Cetinje. Around 11 a.m., the column in the vicinity of Cetinje was attacked by insurgents Francese and Bialish. After 3 hours of fighting, the column managed to continue its journey to Cetinje, having suffered the following losses: 5 dead, 16 wounded, 6 missing. The Italians brought in 70,000 troops to fight the revolt. Martial law was declared, a curfew introduced, and all civilians were ordered to surrender all firearms. Property of rebels was confiscated. Since the uprising had been hastily organized, the Italians re-established control over the towns and all main communication lines within 6 weeks. Late 1941, when collaboration between Chetniks, Serbian nationalists, of which some units collaborated with the Axis, and Italians occurred, the Italians organized them as auxiliary forces in the Anti-Communist Volunteer Militia, MVAC. Around 1,500 were stationed in Kotor. It did little to help the Italians maintain peace and order, and indeed it probably made the antagonisms among various segments of the population worse than ever. In the summer of 1943, in the face of the news coming from Sicily invaded by the Anglo-Americans, the partisan resistance strongly intensified the attacks in the area, so much so that the Badoglio government, which replaced the Mussolini government, was forced to decree a state of siege and direct military administration, evacuating civilian personnel. After the announcement of the armistice, the Wehrmacht attacked the territory, which resisted for several days under siege, capitulating on 15th of September. The Germans therefore kept Cattaro under their direct control for a year, considering it a strategic military point, until the arrival of Tito's troops on the 21st of November 1944. I hope you found this video interesting. Give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like to learn more about Italy in World War II, I have these 2 videos for you. You can support me via Patreon. I want to thank you for watching and best wishes from this beautiful view here in the Bay of Kotor.